Hi, welcome to Dupi Animations. So today's tutorial is going to be based on creating a simple intro or montage to a morning TV program or breakfast show. Okay. Now creating a breakfast show intro depends on the style that you are going for. Some may choose to take video shots of town sceneries to do this, or others may go for cloud, sun, and end with a teacup. All right. Like I said, it depends on the style that you are going for. So not to waste your time, let's do our style. Please kindly like, subscribe, and comment. Okay. All right, let's start. So let me bring out After Effects. Let's create a new composition. Let me name it main with a size of, that would be 1920 by 1080. Okay. Make it fit. Let me change this into full, the resolution to full. Now we have our main com. All right. So in the example that you saw in the beginning, we have a sun in the cloud and the stuff. And I have some materials here that I'm going to use. Okay. So let me copy these materials and bring them into After Effects. All right. So first, let's create the sun. So let me insert in a new solid layer. Okay. Then come to Effects and Presets and type Ramp. Double click to apply it. Okay, now come to Effects Control on the ramp. Then change from linear to radar. Okay. Now let me position the black point in the middle. All right. Then the outer one, let me make it a bit blue. Then the darker part, let's go something like white. Okay. So this is enough. All right. Right clicking, new, then select shape layer. Now click on the cascading arrow beside it. Then come to add, then select polystar. All right. So under polystar, come again to the add, then select fill so that you apply color to it. All right. If you need a stroke, you can still apply, select stroke and apply it. Okay. So click on the cascading arrow beside the polystar path 1. Then the point, let's go something like 80 on the point. Okay. Then the inner radius, let's go something like 400 and see 400. If it's not okay, let me just make it 500. Now the outer radius, let's just crank it up a bit. I think the outer radius, let me make it something like 300 for the outer radius first, and let's see. Okay, now let's come to the color. That's the fill. Let's change the color to something like yellow. Okay, that's for the sun. All right, so this is enough. On transform, press R for rotation. Okay, so we are going to use transform rotation to do the animation. Okay, so the starting, let's set a key. Then on something like let me see, 20 seconds, let's go 1 rotation cycle, which is 360, and let's see if that's enough. Okay, so this is enough. Okay, the color, I mean, it looks like it's too light, so let me deepen it a bit more. Okay, the blue is a bit light, so let me deepen it a bit more. Let's go white on this one. Bring this down a bit. Okay, so this is enough. Now let's duplicate the shape layer. All right. So now the second one, let's come to its contents, the polystar. Okay, we are just going to reduce some things. Okay, the points on the second, the duplicated one, let's go something like 25 on the points. Now the inner radius on the second one, let's just crank it up so that it will cover the entire page. Okay, now the outer radius, let's go in, let's reduce it. It can be 0 so that this way it will take the form of the first outer layer. Okay, so like this, when you play it, you have something like this. You see, so this is going to be our sun. All right, now let's create a new composition. So for this composition, we are going to crank up the width and the height. Okay, so let's crank this up. So let's make the width 4,000, and the height, let's go 2,000. Let me name it example, so I will delete it later on. Okay, now let's insert in a new solid layer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to draw a mountain or create a mountain with this particular solid layer. All right. So let's click here. Let me click here. Click somewhere here. Here. Maybe here. All right. Then here. Then click here. Here. Then end it here. All right. Let me pull it up and pull it up. All right. Now let me reshape this thing well. So let me select the convert vertex to. All right. So let me click here, click here, click here to curve it. Well, all right. Now let's do a bit of adjustments here. So all this, when I send it to our main, we can do that adjustment there, but let me do a bit of tweaking here. All right. Okay, so I'm done here. So let me copy this shape. Let me just copy it. Copy. Then come to the main. Then paste it here. Okay, so you see, this is it. Let me make it 3D. So let me pull it here a little bit more. All right. Okay. So folks, what I'm arranging will be a little bit different from what I show you because of time. So I might not be able to arrange it based on that particular one. So let's just continue doing it. Okay. All right. So now let's come to effects and presets and type. Apply the gradient ramp to this one to again. Okay. Now this one, you see the starting was dark before the color came in. All right. When you watch, let's see. So let's make this one dark. All right. I'll make it dark, a bit darker here. Let's go darker on this. All right. Now let me bring the first image into which is the cock that was making noise, and bring it in here. Okay. Make it 3D. Then scale it up. Bring it out. Okay. All right. So you see that it's simple. So this is the beginning. All right. Now let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate this solid layer, Control D, then bring this one up. All right. Now let me take the effect from this one first, the duplicated one first. Then let me bring this one outside. Then maybe I'll bring this one in here. Okay. Let me pull it outside a bit more. So let's go this direction with this. Okay. All right. So now let's insert in a camera. Right click in new, then camera. Okay. To make the camera manipulation easier, let's use a null object. So new, null objects, enter. Let me name it camera control, cam control, control. Okay. Then make it 3D. Then parent the camera to the control. Okay. So I'm going to use the control to animate. Okay. So press P on the, or you can just come to effects and presets and type separate XYZ, separate, so everything will be simpler. And apply the effects to the cam control. So we are going to use these effects to control it. All right. So on effect control on separate XYZ, all right, let's end the animation key on where it is here. Now let's come back on Z position. Let's zoom in. Okay. So we are starting with the cock. Okay. So let's pull up. That's going too much. Okay. So this is enough. Let me bring the cock down a bit. So this is enough. Okay. Let me bring it here. You see that? Okay. So when it comes in like this, let's go to the right side. Okay. So we are going to use the X position to do that animation. Okay. So we just move it here. You see? So let's see. Comes in like this. Then gradually it will move into that direction. Okay. So let's play that 1, 2, and see. So we have something like this. Comes in, then go towards the right side slowly. Okay, you see that it's not difficult. All right. So now we are just going to add these elements these elements to it to make it a little bit livelier. Okay, so let me come to the project window. So what I would do is this solid layer. All right, now let me apply the ramp to it, the gradient ramp. Let me make the color green. Okay, green. Let me pick this one, then this one, a darker one. Make it a darker one. All right, so let's see. So let me move this thing closer. All right. All right, so let me duplicate this, scale it down, press S, scale it down. To see the difference, let me apply fill to it so that we see the difference before we bring the actual color. Okay, so for now we can see, let me hide the gradient first. Okay, so now we can see it well. So now let me bring the custom view. Let's switch to custom view 1. Okay, so you see where it is now. So let me pull this one in, stand on Z, then pull it in a bit. All right, then push it towards at the right side. Let me see active camera. Okay, so this is okay. Let's go. Let me move it. Let's go. All right, so let me bring it down. All right, so this is okay. This is okay. All right, now let me take off the fill, then bring the gradient ramp. All right, now here is the thing. On the ramp, the colors are far away. Okay, so let me switch it a bit here, so at the bottom here will be darker, then the top will be lighter. Okay, so let's go for lighter green on the top there. All right, and bring this one down a bit and this one in a bit. So this is okay. So they're coming in here when it lands like this. All right, now on the video that I showed you, you see that there was a butterfly at the beginning. That butterfly, the flapping of its wings, I animated it separately. Okay, I had to separate the wings, then animated them one at a time before I stick them together to do that. Okay, but for tutorial sake, I might not get time to do that, so let me just use a still image for this. Okay, so let me bring the image in. Okay, scale it up, or let me just use the what is it, this one. Okay, let me use the position on this one, so I'll just copy the position, the Z position here. Okay, then come to the butterfly, press P for the position. Oh, okay, I did not make it 3D, so let me make it 3D. So press P on the position, Z position, then paste the position you copied from the solid layer, then it comes towards us. Okay, so from here you can scale it down. All right, so now let's bring some plants in, which is this one. Click and drag it also in, make it 3D. The same thing, press P, then copy the position on this one. Okay, come to the plant, press P, then paste it also here. Now let's go a little bit more so that the plant will be away from it. Okay, the butterfly, let's come a bit more so that it will be on top of the plants. Okay, all right, so this is okay. So the plants, let's reduce the plant a bit, or we can leave it like that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that while this is going, it will also be going. You see that? It will also be going. So this, let me take away from here the cork. Where is it? The cork image, I can take it out from here. So you can split the layer here, then take away the cork image out. Okay, so you have something like this. So if this is going to be our ending, okay, this is what we are going to do. I have some things here that I rendered. Okay, let me import them. Let's see, some title here that are rendered that I'm going to use. All right, so they are sequence image, so let me click and drag them in here, then position them at maybe the end here. Okay, Then there is 1 2, another 1 2. Let me bring that 1 2. So some of this image, for time's sake, so I won't be able to use all of them. All right, but I'll use 1 or 2. So let me bring this one also in here. Then let me scale it to fit. Let's go somewhere like this and make it 3D as well. So for now, it looks like you won't be able to see what is going on for now a bit. So what we are going to do here is this. You see where the butterfly comes in? Okay. We are just going to zoom in a bit more. Okay. So let's go a negative value so that we go in a bit more. See that? So somewhere here is okay. So somewhere here is okay. All right. So now let's bring the plants down a bit. Let me bring it down. Then maybe do a little bit of rotation on this, as on the Z rotation. Okay, so this is okay. All right. So from here up to here also is enough. So let me duplicate this one, the green solid layer, then position it and bring it out a bit. Let me scale it down a bit more. Let me scale it down. All right. Now let me bring it up. All right. I think we're almost done with this. So let me do just a bit of twigging here. It's nothing much. Okay. So let me reshape this in a bit more. Let me reshape this a bit more. All right. So I'll leave it like this. Y'all forgive me. My system is slow. I don't know what is happening. So I'll leave it like this. Then let's continue with this. Okay. So between here and here, this part, I'll bring another tree, which is, I think, the coconut tree also. There was a coconut tree in there, or palm tree. Okay. So I'll bring it here. I'll bring the palm tree there. Make it 3D. The palm tree should come up here. Press P on its position, then copy its position. Then press P on the palm tree, then its Z position, paste it there. So let me bring the palm tree here. It's still not enough, so let me zoom in, bring it out. All right, so this is okay. Now let me scale it down. I do not like the direction that is facing, so I'm going to rotate it a bit towards the other side. So press R on rotation, then on Y rotation, let's go, that's 180. Okay, then 180. Let's bring it out. Let's bring it out again. All right. So this is okay. So let's duplicate this palm tree. Then we have, I think, some plants here. Okay. So hold the Alt key, then click and drag that plant to replace the duplicated one. Now let's bring it down. Let's go in a bit, then bring it down. Then position it somewhere here. Copy the position of these plants, then come to the line art. Press P on it, then come to its position, Z position, then paste it. So the line art is way too big. Let me scale it down. So I'm not seeing it, so let me bring this one in a bit. Okay, now it's showing. So let me pull it up. So I'm moving it to the right side a bit. So let's see. Okay. So these things will take a little while, but let me just arrange the ones that I have here first. Okay. All right. So this is the end title that is here. So let me scale it up. All right. So let me leave it like this. Then come here, the beginning. There was a bit of clouds in there that I did not add. So let me, here is it. So let me bring the cloud in and pull it up. Let's come under. Let me bring it under here. Scale it down. The target switches. Let me see screen and see how best we can work with that. Overlay. Okay, I think I'll go with overlay. Okay, so I'll place one here, then duplicate one, two, then place it somewhere here. Okay, later on we will animate them, so let me just leave them there. All right, now let's come to the middle somewhere here. The middle somewhere here. So this is enough. Let me clear this one. So this is going to be our ending. All right, let's insert in those maybe building pictures that we saw. All right, now let's scale it down and make it 3D. Let me bring it somewhere here and bring it out. All right, now let's scale it down. So you see, all this is based on sample arrangement. There's nothing difficult about this. Maybe you have a green screen image of someone jogging. Okay, just come to effects and presets, then come to keying. Okay, then key lights 1.2, then take away the green, then to be left with only the silhouette. Okay, then you can just make it 3D as well. Okay, then place it within the scene. Let's look for a better place to place this and bring it out. Let's scale it down. Let me scale it down, then bring it to somewhere here. So you have someone jogging in your scene. Okay, scale it down a bit more. With this, you can repeat it several times. Okay, so you can just duplicate it, then bring it somewhere at the end, close to the end also. Then maybe bring this one down a bit. I think I'll end it here by adjusting a few things. Okay, so let's see. All right, so for the monuments, you can just maybe, let's see, where's that picture? There's one picture here. Okay, let me bring this one. So let me use the person running. Hold the Alt key, then click and drag to replace it. All right, now let's move it to that side. Okay, let's pull it backwards. Let's push it backwards a bit more. All right, so we can leave it like this. Then let's play it first and see. Okay, if you are not satisfied, we can throw in a couple of things and see. Okay, but guys, this is just the arrangement. It's nothing difficult. Okay, just pictures. It's just that I did a bit of animation on the picture of the cock at the beginning that was coming. Okay, all right. So folks, this comes to the end of the tutorial. Okay, if you, like I said, if you have pictures or videos of bears flying in the air, you can add it to it. So whilst this is going on, you just have to get a cool soundtrack and lay it under. All right, so the beginning, and that particular video that I shown at the beginning, the cock crows. Okay, then the soundtrack started, played, and at the end the title came in. All right, so this comes to the end of the tutorial, guys, and this when you take your time to create this, you can take your time to shade this, add a shadow on these things. Everything will be nice here. All right, let's end it here.